Hi guys, welcome back to See The Counsellor. So before we get into today's video, I would just like to say a big massive thank you to getting me to 65 subscribers. My goal for May was to reach 60 and I'm on 65 as of today. Thank you so much for every like, comment and every person that subscribed. I'm so grateful, guys. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about all the psychology jobs that you can do without a master's or a PhD as requested in my first video. So number one, we have careers advisor. Now some of the jobs, depending on how high the pay is, some of them do require you to have a little qualification like a level 6 diploma in careers advice or career guidance. I saw one that said you need to have a level 3 qualification in information advice and guidance or career guidance. So it varies. Some of them require you to have a diploma, some of them don't. So if you did want to go into careers advising, you could do the diploma. Some of them don't expect you to have a diploma. Some of them you can kind of learn on the job, I guess. So with your psychology degree, all you have to do is sell yourself and apply what you learned into your psychology degree to the careers advice job that you're applying for on your CV and make it look like you can do it, and you can do it. So that's option one. Now option two is obviously you can be a counsellor without a master's or a PhD. You can do your level 4 and your level 5 and you can be registered at level 5 so you can work as a counsellor then, but you are limited because some jobs require you to have a master's, some of them expect you to have a PhD, some of them expect you to be accredited, so you might not be able to get all counselling jobs but you can do some counselling jobs. So this brings us on to number 3, which is an education consultant. So these are people that work in like schools to kind of advise the best steps for children, and it's kind of like career guidance but I guess for children in school and younger years as well, and helping them I guess in their education as well as the next step of their education and maybe even life after education. Don't know the full ins and outs, but with this one you can pretty much just use your psychological knowledge to kind of plan, and most of it is about your organizational skills, your planning skills, your admin skills. So if you've got experience in doing those things in other jobs, you can also add that onto your CV to show them that you're capable. So some of the jobs that I saw do need experience, some of them don't, so just obviously apply for the ones that you feel like you fit the description for. But you know what I always say, even if you don't fit the requirement that is on the job description, sell yourself anyway, apply anyway, because sometimes they'll accept you because one, they like the sound of who you are, and two, they might not even have had anyone apply for the job and you're the only person who applied, so they'll take you on. So go for it, take a risk. What have you got to lose? Or the worst you can get is an email saying no, sorry, we don't want you. So the next one is a mental health care assistant. I'm a healthcare assistant in a mental health hospital, and that one did not really require me to have experience. People told me to apply for it, well my parents told me to apply for it because of my knowledge in psychology, and a lot of the people that work there that are not nurses or doctors or anything are people who've done a psychology degree. So use your psychology degree to show that this is relevant to you, and psychologists work there as well, so you can say you're working towards it maybe. So if you apply for a mental health hospital, you're more likely to get the job, I guess. Some of them do expect you to have like 6 months of experience or years of experience working in mental health. Even if you don't have that, you can still sell yourself and apply anyway, because a lot of them are training on the job kind of jobs anyway. So yeah. Okay, so the 6th job option, it's not really a job, but you can become a writer or an author. You can write about something that you are interested in, something that you find that you did research for in your dissertation, write a book on it. I have written a book myself. I wrote this book during the pandemic and I released it last year June, so it's almost been a year since I wrote this book. But this is obviously not a psychology book, but you can write I guess on anything. But if you wanted to write about something psychology related, you could, because I mean the chances are you did a dissertation, 10,000 word dissertation, and you know how to do research, you're capable of doing research, and you managed to write a dissertation within less than a year. So if you can do that, you can write a book. Why not? Make your money. Another popular job that psychology students tend to do, or psychology graduates rather tend to do, is be a research assistant. I was a research assistant while I was in uni for one of my lecturers as part of did I do it for work experience? I don't really know why. I don't really remember why I did it, but I did it when I was a research assistant for her, and that's something that I can actually I even forgot. I can add that to my CV, duh. So yeah, I can use that. You can use whatever you've got. And if you are currently a psychology student, ask your lecturers if they need a research assistant. They would be happy to let you be a research assistant, and on your CV you can sell yourself, even if it's for free. A lot of your lecturers do write books and they do research on the side apart from lecturing, so ask them if you can be a research assistant for them, even if it's just for a few weeks or a few months. It will look so good on your CV. And so when you graduate, you can be a research assistant that's paid quite a decent amount of money. And but some of the jobs do require you to have a lot of experience, but it's not always necessary. Some of them are kind of a lower level research jobs. So like, I guess if like working like doing research for your lecturer, maybe that's a bit of a low level one, or research within universities, or helping someone as part of their research project. So some of them are high level research jobs, some of them are lower research jobs, but you can work your way up, I guess, with the more experience that you have. So yeah, that's definitely a good option. The last one is being a psychology tutor. This could be GCSE, A-level, even maybe university level, anything in between, I guess. So when I was looking through this, a lot of them do require you to have a lot of experience, maybe 1 year of experience, or experience in teaching or tutoring. So it's a bit hard to get into if you haven't had experience before, but some of them might not. So I guess if you were to go for lower level tutoring, maybe like a GCSE student, or if you just want to help parents who have children studying psychology GCSE, who just need someone to tutor them for their exams, that would help you gain experience, and then you can apply for more higher paying jobs. But some of them really do require you to have like a PGCE or a QTS, so that's a bit difficult, but you can still get into it without a master's or a PhD. I did see one that said having a PhD is important, and I was like, you're tutoring, why do you need a PhD? But anyways, it is what it is. So this leads me on to the last one, which is becoming a teacher. Obviously once you've done your psychology degree, you would need to do either a QTS or a PGCE before you can become a teacher, but you can definitely become a teacher without a master's or a PhD. Obviously some jobs and some institutions would require you to have a master's or a PhD before you can teach. I guess it depends on the level of teaching that you're going to be doing, but yeah, so I hope that these jobs are something that you guys can look for and apply for, and definitely get a job for without having to worry about getting a master's or a PhD, because I know not everyone can do a master's or a PhD. It is expensive, it's time consuming, and some people we just, you know, and it's just mentally draining sometimes. So I can totally understand why you wouldn't want to do a master's or a PhD. So I hope that these options will help you, and if there's anything I've missed out, please comment them below and let me know what other options there are. And if you are doing a job with your psychology degree and I haven't mentioned it, post it below to help other people find jobs as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the bloopers. Hi guys, welcome back to Cee The Counsellor. So today I am going to do a video that was requested in one of I'm going to start again. I'd like to say thank you so much guys to 65 subscribers to oh my gosh. Sometimes there's a level, some of yeah. or career it can be, I even saw one job which said level 3 qualification in information advice and guidance, or just do whatever you can, I guess, to sell your psychology knowledge from your degree and use that to apply to like the job that you're there. Just so this is, so that's, I am a mental health care assistant, well, a healthcare assistant at a hospital at a hospital. I'm a healthcare assistant at so it's almost been a year since I is it PCGE? PGCE. Or you know, just your local, someone in your street, or someone who's just looking to help, like the GCSE this time. I will see you guys next week at 12 p.m. Bye.